can run the football, you have a chance to win. With the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. There's a 5 straight, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack. The Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. Out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to go up top on first down. Fakes the grab on the left. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think goes...
Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll set up to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. Open space at the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Ducks!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To throw on first down. On target to the left. This here shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Got his man on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. He's got him this time.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. You knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Using the quick game. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roughing call gives this offense a first down, and we'll see if they can take advantage of the second chance. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the right. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenge the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. Much more on this top 5 matchup should anything change, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Off the play fake. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Trojan. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Avery. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to go up top. It's caught.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point depth. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Working that left side. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
Out of the gun, they give it to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Trojans are rolling down the field.
Okay, ready?
Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Time. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking for the end zone. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, USC!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Thanks to grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Into the secondary on the touchdown Ducks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Let's go! Let's go!
From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Toppin. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got to make play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Here we go!
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Steps away to find some room. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Lets it fly deep downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Takes the handoff. It's Avery. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing, with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Power football with the run. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Right on the money. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He's got it, first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
So now it's second and long. Send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Still have to attack through the air. Got room at the 35. Racing down the left side. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Oregon. And the stomping has commenced. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
Lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And the returner will be brought down. Now this offense is back on the field. Rides the back on the option to give. Lunges ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got a man. It's Toppin. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
it doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10.
Military stump.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Now on 2nd down.
22-1.
They'll try the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him.
He's got it on the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Freeman. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Plucks it out of the air. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
I think
the Ducks will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Now they'll run the draw. There he goes. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee.